My name is Dan Dorval, and I'm President and CEO of Dorval and Cherney Financial Advisors. I am an independent certified financial planner and author of my book, Financial Success for the Rest of Us, Reality-Based Financial Planning for Mainstream America.
Hi, my name is Leah Woodley. I'm an associate financial advisor with Dorval and Cherney Financial Advisors. Our conversations discuss what it means to do quality of life planning in all areas of your life.
Dan, it's that time of month again. We get to honor a deserving nurse with the Quality of Life Nurse Award. Why don't you tell us about this month's recipient?
Well, our August Quality of Life Nurse Award winner is Sandy Huber, and she is a nurse that works at one of our local health systems, Fairview. She recently retired, but she had spent a very long career in mentoring a lot of nurses, and we are very excited to have a conversation with her.
All right, I'm excited to meet Sandy. Let's bring her on.
Well, good morning.
Good morning. Congratulations on being our next Quality of Life Nurse Award recipient.
Well, that was quite a surprise, and thank you.
You're
Well, and
welcome.
it sounds like you recently retired, so this is kind of like a retirement party for us.
It is. It's wonderful.
So we usually ask a few questions of nurses who have won our award, and I'm going to start with that question. You spent a long time being a nurse, and how does it feel to, you went through this long career, and then how challenging was it to make that decision to step away from being a nurse, retire, and
Oh,
then how has that felt?
well, it was horrible to decide. I mean, my body was giving out, so my body was like, yeah, I'm all over this. But for being a nurse, I'm one of those rare people that even as a little girl, it's all I've ever wanted to do. And I never had a doubt in my whole mind, my whole career, that that is what I was supposed to be doing.
And how hard, though, was that decision?
Oh my gosh, that was pretty hard. That was pretty hard. But I I haven't had a moment's rest since I retired. So I haven't had that, oh, careful, you're gonna get bored. That has not happened. I'm waiting. I'd like a little of that.
Well, we do talk about people who are good at retirement, and there are people who are not so good at retirement. It sounds like you are very good at
Oh,
retirement.
I in fact still have lists, very, very long lists of things to do. So yeah, I'm not going to be bored.
Well, and you are one of our first award winners that was nominated
Wow.
by your spouse. And
Yes.
so your husband, other than being your technology support, is also a nurse. Is that correct?
Yes. Yes.
And so what just letting our viewers know, like, what is that like to be, two nurses? You didn't work at the same place though, right?
Well, we did when we first met, but he was a nursing assistant. And then he went on to become a nurse. He was a paramedic at the time, too. So he went on. But yeah, I mean, I don't know, it was always it was nice working together for that little bit, but then it was nice working apart.
So is there a special, sharing that idea of, because a lot of nurses, I think what happens is they go to work, they have very challenging careers, they see people who are at very low points in their life, maybe they have health challenges or whatever it happens to be. And that's difficult for a lot of nurses to turn off when they come home. And maybe their spouse doesn't really understand kind of what they're
Mhm.
going through when they're at work, that emotional, seesaw type of thing. So was it different coming home to another nurse that understands kind of what you're dealing with?
That was awesome. However, I've been one of those people who, when I get to work, I don't think of home. I mean, at all. And when I'm home, I don't think of work because I needed to cleave the two so that I could have good quality of life wherever I was. And I could give my all to work and not think of problems at home and vice versa. So, here and there, like you said, there were challenging times, and having a spouse that's a nurse or healthcare really helped because he really did. there were times I'd have to say, this really bothers me. This really touched me in ways I don't know how to get through it. And it was nice having somebody who goes, I get it, you know?
And part of the reason he nominated you for this award is talking about all of the mentoring that you did over the years. Nurses that are preceptors, and they end up helping all of these young nurses. And of course, a lot of those people, just like they're reaching an age where they're starting to retire, they're leaving the profession, and those young nurses, who are they going to turn to in the future? Why don't you talk a little bit about kind of, as time went on, the influence you had over those younger nurses and how that has changed over time?
Um, wow, that's a tough one because it really has changed over time. It went from older senior nurses used to be, they know things, they know everything. And then it became younger nurses knew everything. And we had to encourage them to understand they maybe don't know everything. So, yeah, it was that transition of teaching. Yeah, that I don't even know how to put into words all of that. No, I've had lots and lots of people say that I helped them through the years. I was really surprised when I retired at the number of people who came up and said, "You precepted me," and I'm like, "Oh my God, I'm just feeling old now," because because I like virtually precepted everybody, at least maybe a day. But I helped them be who they wanted to be. I always said, "This is not the way you need to do it, but I'm going to show you my way." And then you make it you. You become your best nurse. And I think that's the best way to do it.
Thank
Did
you.
that answer that?
Yes, it did. Thank you so much for sharing that, Sandy. If there are other nurses watching this who want to have an impact the way you've had an impact and want to improve the quality of life of others, what would you tell them?
Just be present. I mean, just listen and hear what they're trying to say and maybe step in gently. I mean, a lot of times people go, "Oh, I don't want to say anything because, might ruffle their feathers or this or that." But the fact is, it's a profession you shouldn't do something that somebody doesn't need. Does that make sense? If somebody's hurting or sad, saying, "Well, here's a pill, I'll come back in 3 hours," is not the answer. You have to be present when you teach, and you have to be present as a nurse and just eye to eye listen to what people are saying to you and help them.
I think that's amazing advice, especially in today's world where so many people struggle to be present.
Oh,
That they're
right?
online or you're dealing with technology or whatever it is. And it's hard to make that connection that that person is a person that needs your
Hmm.
care. And
Hmm.
nurses a long time ago used to be focused on that patient care. And now it's so hard to do that job of being present when
Yes.
you've got this patient and then the next patient, and your workload is so much greater than it used to be. And I think that's one of the biggest challenges of our healthcare systems going forward. So I appreciate all
And
of that advice for those younger nurses. And we celebrate you with our Quality of Life Nurse
thank
Award
you,
winner. We are going to send you $500 as
which
an
is just
award.
amazing. Thank you.
And certainly, we actually struggle to get nominations for, this award, and you've helped a lot of people over the years. Certainly, feel free to nominate anyone else that you think is a good recipient.
Oh, I have a few in mind, so I just may. Thank you.
Well, thank you again and congratulations.
Great. Thank you very much, you both. Have a wonderful day.
All right, you too.
Well,
Bye.
All right.
bye.
Bye.